Hello everyone, and welcome to another live watch party. My name is Nina Camplin and I'm the facilitator for the online art sessions for the VC Gallery. And throughout August we're going to be doing a theme of summer, and today we are going to be painting a sunflower. Now I've been given this reference photo. This was taken by Drew Stiles, who is a photographer for the VC Gallery. He's done a lot of work for us in the past. He's now living in Bristol, so he doesn't get involved with the VC Gallery much anymore, but I'd like to thank Drew for supplying the reference picture for me. And I'm going to do this without any actual drawing, so I'm going to go straight in with the painting and show you what palette I've got here. I'm working with, so I've got two yellows. I've got a dark yellow and a light yellow, basically. So I'm not going to be too specific about the colours because I think you can just use what you've got. If you don't have, this is a cadmium yellow and a lemon yellow. If you don't have these, if you've just got a cadmium yellow, you can always add white to it. And if you've just got a lemon yellow, you can add a little bit of red to it to make it more orangey. I've got cadmium red there, I've got a violet, and then I've got some white. So I'm going to try to do it with a very minimal palette here. And I'm going to start by giving myself a guide for where the centre of the sunflower is. So I'm just going to go in with a bit of the cadmium yellow and the white, and I'm going to add a little bit of the red in there as well. So I've got a kind of orangey colour. It's not really going to matter at this stage. This is just a guide for me to see where the centre of the flower is. So I'm going there's my guide for the centre of the flower. I'm going to attempt to paint each of these petals with just one stroke. So I've got quite a wide brush here. And what I'm going to do is make it wet first. And then I'm going to load it up with the yellows. Just put both of the yellows in. Maybe one on one side and one on the other. And then I'm just going to put just a little tip of red on the end of the brush. So you've got a tiny bit of red there. And then I'm going to start with the brush flat, and then I'm going to twist and turn it and bring it out so that it's coming up sideways for the point of the petal. So we'll start with this one. And I'm going to do that for each one. They're quite random, some sunflower petals, and they overlap quite a bit as well. So I'm just going to go around and do all these. I'm going to have my back to the camera, so I hope I don't block what you're seeing. And there we've got the basic sunflower with all the petals on. Now I've tried to make it darker on this side because if you can see the original picture again, it's got a lot of shading on this side. And I think what I might do is just add a little bit more, make it a little bit darker. And the reason I've used a violet on here is because it's a kind of the opposite end of the spectrum to yellow, so you get quite a nice brown colour when you mix them together. You see there? So I can use that to put a bit more shading in here. And then I'm going to start putting in the middle of the sunflower. So for a start, I'm going to just use some more of that colour that I've mixed with the violet and the cadmium yellow. It makes it quite a kind of brownish colour, more of a mustardy type colour. I'm going to fill the centre in with that. And then I'm going to start adding some shading in on this lower edge. so it looks a bit more three-dimensional. So I'm going to add a bit more of the violet into this and make it quite a dark colour. I'll go in round the bottom. And then I want to put a centre in as well, so I'm going to use the violet again, and I'm just going to put some stippling marks in here. And then using the brush on its end, you can start putting some of the pattern of the seeds in. So we come across kind of, just needs a bit of an indication. Starting to get a texture of the sunflower seeds now. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the lighter yellow and I'm going to mix some white with it. And I'm going to stipple this as a highlight. And then while I've got this colour, I'm going to just bring out some of the highlights on the petals a bit more. And then if we want the sunflower to pop even more, we could put a background in. So I'm going to go back to the complementary colour, the violet, and I'm just going to add a bit of white to it. And then just knock it back with a little bit of yellow so it's not too bright. Just to subdue it a bit. And then we can go in. Then we have a sunflower. And if you do have a go at painting a sunflower, please do share it to the VC Gallery page or the Bright Side so that we can see what you've done. And I look forward to seeing your work, and I'll be with you again next week. Bye!